Hi conscious Pisces, welcome to my channel on Oracle and Spirituality. Today is your reading for the weeks ahead. Make sure you check out the description below because if you don't, you may not understand anything I'm saying in my readings, including this one. So I encourage you to go check it out. For those who don't know me, my name is Gail. I am a life guide and a spiritual teacher, and I help meaning seekers navigate a more conscious life toward greater happiness. Make sure this reading resonates with you. If it does resonate, then it's for you. If it doesn't, then it's for someone else. Take your power back. Be your own authority. Connect with your intuition and your inner guidance. If you want to stay tuned for the evolution of your energies, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell button for the notifications. With no further ado, let's start with your cards. Pisces, we've got a heavy reading today for you. Oh, by the way, I normally start with Aries, as I guess everyone does, because it's the first sign of the zodiac, but weirdly today I started with Pisces, and I don't even know why. So I don't know if I'm gonna post this video right now or whether I'll wait for the whole cycle, but it seems that someone needed to hear what I've got to say today. So here we go, Pisces. You've got the devil, you've got the death card, you've got departure, the destiny, the key destiny, countryside, health, and finally the Empress. So I'm using two decks. It's a mix. The ancient Egyptian tarot and the Belline Oracle, which is a French deck. Like both, they are French decks. All right, so okay, the sun is hitting me. I'm not sure about the exposure and the contrast of this video, but it is what it is. So, all right, heavy reading today, Pisces, for you. You are embodying this devil today, so you perceive yourself as the bad one, or people are labeling you as the bad one, the one who has all the bad doings and wrongdoings, and who basically is the devil in some way. Not necessarily as bad, but the oppressor. Maybe someone is telling you, you are the oppressor, you have addictions and it's bad. Probably you do recognize that you do have addictions, that you do have addictive patterns. Doesn't have to be substance abuse. Can be any sort of addiction. Addiction to emotions, to thoughts, to behaviors of all kinds. And you know, we are all doing that. I mean, no one is perfect. No one is the pure angel, and those who are claiming to be angels and the good ones, they probably have the biggest shadows. So, all right, so be okay with that, Pisces. And there are lots of transformations happening at the moment, because we've got the death card and we've got departure as well. So both cards are telling me those addictions of yours, those behaviors that you're displaying at the moment, kind of oppressive behavior, dominating behavior, like you know, domineering patterns, very yang, very masculine, even though you may be a female, doesn't matter. We're talking about energy here. And so, you know, Pisces, you recognize that it has to change. I think you're willing to change that, or maybe not, but you know that what's happening. You know what you are doing. You're very conscious of it. It's showing up in your conscious energy, so it's not a mystery. It's not hidden. It's not. You're not hiding that. You're not faking to be the good one. But the death, the transformation, is doing its job at the moment. So it means that this pattern, those behaviors, they are changing. There is a big transformation happening. You may not be aware of this transformation because it's showing up in your shadow energy, so it's not conscious. You're not conscious of it. You're not realizing it's happening. You may just see it as a departure, but it's not just a departure. It's a death of some kind. Death means transformation. Something is leaving, going away. You're shedding your old skin and you're replacing it with something new, a new skin, something better. So that's what transformation is, and you are transforming at the moment. So you are moving away from a situation, and this situation is represented by the departure card. And as you can see, you're moving toward a greater future. So departure, it's dual, because it both means that you are leaving something, so it's an end, like the death card is saying, and it's also a new beginning, because you're moving towards something else. Saying no to something is saying yes to something else, and therefore both end and beginning are the same thing. It's like a cycle. The cycle is, there is no end and beginning. The end is the beginning. So that's where you are at right now. Transformation, departure, new beginning. Something is ending, something, and it's related to your stuff. Toxic things that you need to transform. And you'll have to take a decision. Maybe this departure, you'll have to make a decision about it, because we've got the key destiny. To me, it's talking about a choice, a key moment to put you back on your right path, or to choosing which path you want to create. So I'm reading the whole set of cards all together, all at once, because it's one reading and it all makes sense with, it's all in, all the cards are interrelated. So, and so you'll have to make a choice. Either after you leave this situation, you'll have to make a choice, maybe about the new beginning, and maybe it would be about going within, and about therapy, about looking after yourself. Maybe this choice, will be to isolate. Well, I mean, with the current situation, with the confinement thing, it doesn't have to be so complicated to isolate or to take this decision. But because of the key destiny, it means it's an important choice. It's really key for your future. So going within, going away, going within and going away. Because leaving a situation, going away and looking after yourself, you know, going away from travels and maybe this domineering, submissive situation, or those addictions, maybe, yeah, going to a place where you won't have those things, you won't be able to demonstrate this behavior, and heal your wounds, because those things, they're always coming from wounds. Even the most violent people or most horrific people, they are actually victims, and they perceive themselves as victims, even though they may not realize it. But they always feel victims, and that's why they are displaying those behaviors. So there is always a wound here. No one is hurting others because they are just wanting to hurt others. They're hurting others because they feel hurt themselves. And usually they'll do something to you because they think you are a threat to them. So looking after your wound, doing some therapy, doing some inner work, and being very compassionate toward yourself, very empathetic, because it's not the moment to blame yourself. Of course, it's never the moment to blame yourself. Wow, oh, the sun now is really hitting my face and it's getting super hot. Now it's getting better. It was okay, and then, whew, very hot. I'm feeling super hot right now. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I forgot. Yeah, it's not the moment to blame yourself. It's never the moment anyway, but particularly here that this card is showing up, and especially with that one, it's not the moment to blame yourself for being a jerk or something. No. You have to see how wounded you are, and therefore be able to have compassion for yourself and love for yourself and care. Because when you see in yourself or in someone else that you are, or this person is, wounded, you won't be blaming this person anymore for their behavior. You will recognize their hurt and their sufferance, and therefore you will be able to feel compassion. Naturally, it just happens naturally. Just naturally feel compassion when you recognize someone is hurting. They have a broken heart, or they feel really hurt. So once you feel compassion, then it resolves, it transmutes. And so there is no blame here. It's just compassion and recognizing the hurt and yourself. Right now in this reading, it's about yourself, recognizing your own wounds and looking after them with a lot of care, because this card is very nurturing and very caring, very regenerating and compassionate. And what the oracle is advising is the Empress. So you need to first of all embody the yin energy, because it's a yin energy for me, the Empress. while here you are displaying some yang, toxic yang patterns, and maybe it's toxic because you're not balancing it with the yin energy. It's not that the yang is bad, it becomes bad because it's not balanced with yin. So that's the first thing. And second thing, I think you need to take your power back, not in the way you're doing, but realizing that you can get what you want, not necessarily by oppressing people or the situation, like your environment, or trying to control your environment, but drawing. And also, that's also the female energy, like yin energy, feminine energy, by drawing things to you instead of going for it, because the Empress is a yin energy, so it is drawing. It's very abundant, but this abundance has been drawn to her, and it's just coming to her. That's the power you can get. That's what you realize when once you, first of all, when you quit this situation, when you make the decision you have to make, and then when you look after yourself and bring compassion to yourself. Share with another Pisces who may benefit this reading. Like, subscribe, it always feels good. And I'll see you very soon. Check out your moon, sun, and rising signs and take your power back. Remember, you are your own authority. Have a beautiful day, Pisces. Bye.